Welcome to my channel, Princess Petals and Fairy Dust Florals. Today we are going to be doing another silk botanical bouquet. This is one that I saw on one of my floral Facebook friends that had done something similar to this using wires and just creating this really spectacular bouquet. I'm going to show you a picture as it scrolls across the screen of their creation. I want to show you my interpretation of their design. I am using silk botanicals today, and I picked up 3 different bouquets from Hobby Lobby, and then I just picked up this copper wire from Lowe's Home Improvement, and then I just have my usual tools that I use, and I'm gonna show you how I twisted the wires and just created this really dramatic bouquet. And let's get started. We are taking the copper wire and we're gonna pinch it in one place and see how it actually looks like a hot mess, but it's really not. And that's really what we want, is something that looks like a hot mess, but it's not. And I am going to go in and just clip the end, if I can find it. And what I am going to want to do is take all these loose ends that I have now and just start simply winding them around where I have my thumb, so that that is my kind of like my base point. And because this is a little tricky, I'm going to need my little wire. And I am simply just going around this wire here and just twisting it around. And just really binding it through there.
Hey, you need to stop it.
Just taking that and binding it through there. And I take the ends and just really twist them so they're not going to be poking out or poking anybody. And then I have one more wire. And I want to do the same, kind of get that twisted through there so it's really not poking out. And I just take the end and basically just curling it in on itself. Really just so it's not going to poke anybody, and it's going to hide the mechanics of this. And so it's like a nice messy copper kind of twirl, but it circles in on itself and comes back to its base. So you want to do like several of these. I have done some that are more loopy and some that are really in on themselves. Done you know, there's no rhyme or reason to the actual shape of it. But from here, I am gonna take these pre-made bouquet silk botanicals that I just simply got these at Hobby Lobby. And what I want to do from here is take this and just fish it down in here. So it's kind of interwoven through this, but I want to take these silk stems and just kind of pull them through. So this wire is really throughout the arrangement. And this base is going to be in between one of these branches. So it kind of gives you that kind of appearance. And then what I have done is I've already gone in and put it through. I've got 3 different ones that I've already put the wire through. And you just want to play with it so that you get the right look with the wire. And from here, I'm going to want to just go in and put these together. And if you can see the wire throughout the bouquet. With the berries that I have put in place, I am going to go in and tape them to the bouquets that are already in place. And what this does is just secure those stems in place and the 2 bouquets that I've put together. I'm just securing all these stems together. I still have another whole bouquet that I need to add to this. This bunch of stems add more berries to it. I am going to go ahead and tape this down because I want all those berries to be in the same place and stay there because I like their placement. Shoot. Oh. Starting a forest fire with my glue pan and my towel. Woo. That is not good. And then lastly, I want to go in and just add this 3rd bouquet to these 2 that I already have. Pull this apart and insert it right in there. Pull those wires a little better through there. And then you just want to go in and just kind of play with it to get the blooms, because you don't want the blooms hidden by the wire. You want those to be able to show. Do you see that hole? My glue pen just burnt a hole straight through that towel. Right there. That's why you see all the smoke here. Just another happy day in the neighborhood here at Princess Petals. Let me go ahead and tape these off together. I kept wondering why I kept smelling smoke. I thought I put it out. Whoops! Yep, we have that happen all the time too. Breaking tape, forest fires. Well, maybe not a forest, but a forest fire. Now, I'm not really liking that I can see all these stems through here. So I am gonna go in and just layer some greenery through the bottom of that. And I've decided these are too bright green for my bouquet, so I am pulling out some more muted greenery. Yeah, I think that'll do better. As far as color, I'm still gonna just put green glue on the back side. And just start layering it. Just because I want it to cover the mechanics of all this stem work through there. My glue strings I just put right back in the pan. And I just keep layering it all the way around. So now I've hidden the mechanics of all that greenery through there, the stems actually, just because it just looks spindly and I could see through it. And I don't, you don't want to have an arrangement where you can see through it. And the next thing we want to do is just go in and wrap the stems so it just has a finished look. And I'm going to be using this, it's single face satin, it is wired. I'm not going to need a lot since it's so wide. And I do the same thing. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the end. And I'm going to just place this over the ends of those stems where I just glued. And that will cover up those mechanics. And that will cover up those mechanics. don't think my glue is hot enough. Always the problem with glue pens. Either not hot enough or too hot, burning down the house. I'm going to fold this in on itself. And then fold that over. And that does look a little messy, but I am going to go back in and cover that with my French knotting. For the ballerina wrap, I'm using a single face monofilament satin ribbon. And again, I put a little bit of glue on the back side here for this ribbon. And then I'm just going to start, I always start with a knot at the top. I want to make sure my satin side is always facing up. I am going to put a little bit of glue underneath that knot. Just so it's not going to be moving anywhere. And the ballerina wrap is simply just crisscrossing it and then twisting it in over on itself. Whoop. And you want to make sure you line up your twist and your knots. And you can always tie knot, tie knot, tie knot, tie knot, but I am just doing the simple twisting it in over on itself. At this point, I'm bringing it back around and I'm going to tie my knot off here. You can leave the streamers. I am going to leave these just so it gives it a little more character, but I do want to cut them so they have that really crisp V-cut on them. And to do that, you simply lay them over top of each other, fold it in half, You want to make sure everything is lined up as evenly as possible. And then you just want to cut. There we go. To add more interest to the bouquet, I've decided to add one more of the copper wirings down here at the bottom, just so it is more playful and just brings more to the bouquet as far as the copper, and it just brings the eye down throughout the stems. I want to add more streamers so it's just really flowing through the copper down here at the bottom. I've gone in and looped the whole rest of that bolt of ribbon because I'm going to give it a really dramatic cascading with the ribbon down here at the bottom. I am going to attach it down here with just a simple knot. I'm just going to go in and start cutting these to all different lengths. I'm going to do all those really crisp V cuts. That one's not very crisp. There we go. Now I've just pulled all those ribbons through the bottom of that copper wire. Here we have the finished bouquet. I'm gonna zoom out so you can see how the whole thing came together, and the ballerina wrapping on the stems. So it turned out really pretty. So I'm really liking the dramatic look of all this copper. Thanks for watching our tutorial, and if you have a bouquet or a design idea you would like to see, shoot us a message and we would love to chat floral and create one of your special designs that you would like to see us create. If you have a floral shop, floral boutique, or garden center you would like for us to highlight on our channel, shoot us a message and we would love to come out and chat floral. Until next time, sparkle on.